Okay, let's see. Are you... Hello? Well, this might turn out to be a challenge. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. Can you actually hear me? Let me put that in chat, that might be handy. This is just... Yes, okay, perfect. Perfect! Then let's get started. Yeah, welcome in everyone to my first ever gaming stream. This is going to be fun, I hope. So what I want to do today is get into Aska. I have made videos about Aska and I have played Aska, but I haven't streamed Aska, so I thought it would be fun to do that. And the seed that I'm using is in remembrance of a seed, or a world I should say, that I can't use anymore. Unfortunately. But first, let me get to you guys in chat. Thank you all for coming here, sis. Thank you so much. Get the popcorn ready. Perfect. Let's see. Yes, it is also showing up in the live stream. That's good. What kind of popcorn do you have with you, sis? And Nexus, good. It's always good to get some of Sis's popcorn. And hi. Great to hear that you can all hear me. Grace, welcome in. So good to see you as well. It is so fun to see the whole UnderARock gang here. I love it. This is well, I mean, I want to say slightly different to UnderARock, but you guys already know that. We can't, for those who don't know, who are watching but are not familiar with UnderARock, UnderARock is an upcoming survival game, and it is slightly different from Aska. Aska is a, let me just say, a village management game with a survival aspect in it. So yeah, that's Aska, and UnderARock is a completely different game, also with a very different art style, and we all love that, and we're all begging the devs to open up UnderARock, but that will take a while. So in the meantime, I'd like to share this world with you. And what did I say that this is that the seed is inspired by a world that I can't use anymore, because FjaravegrWorld was a world that I made before the November update. And the Seaborn Raiders update in November brought a lot of changes to the world generation, and after that the update that brought the changes to the lakes and the mines again made several adjustments, and FjaravegrWorld with those new with the same seed but with the new generation is so vastly different that I can't play that world anymore, and the old world won't have the new features. So yeah, I had to make a choice. So the new seed is FjaravegrWorldIsNoMore, and sad smiley, sad emoji. Sis, you say it's a very plain popcorn, just a popcorn, neither sweet nor salty. That's a good one as well. And Nexus says kettle corn is her favorite. That's good to hear. And now Grace wants popcorn. Excellent, excellent. And she's heading to the kitchen. Grace, let us know what popcorn you are making. Mackie, welcome in. For those who don't know Mackie is a fellow streamer. I met Mackie 3 years now ago, I think. I first saw her stream back when she was streaming Elder Scrolls Online, and I've been hooked ever since to her streams. It is so fun. Mackie, I don't know if I can. I should be able to. Let me try something. Can I? No. Okay, so. No, You can't see me on Twitch. Oh, hold it. Did I miss something? Yes, I missed something. My apologies. Now you should see me on Twitch. Through the chat, I can't seem to make you a mod. Maybe you are already a mod on my channel? I don't know. But the chat won't let me do that for you. So I am going to see if I can grab Mackie's link, because if you are interested in games like Dinkum and House Flipper and other games, then Mackie's streams are ideal for you. And you will love them, like I love them. So let me grab Mackie's link. My chat commands are not yet all set up for this stream, so I'm very used to things on my other stream, but I need to set up things in here, and I haven't done that yet. So here we go. That is Mackie's stream. Oh hell. So yes, that is. Yes, there we are. And that's Mackie's Twitch channel, so be sure to go and check her out. And yeah, that's it. Grace, you got kettle corn. Num num num. Excellent. Mackie, I think, yes, I'm live now on Twitch as well. Great, awesome. Happy to see that. Nexus says hi to Mackie, and Grace asks what Mackie's Twitch channel is. There we have it. And Mackie, thank you for flashing the beaver. The beaver is just such a fun thing for us all in Mackie's community. So be sure to check out Mackie's Twitch as well. Well, like I said, let's get into. No, I didn't say that. The FjaravegrWorld world was an excellent world, but I had to say goodbye to that, so I've been playing other worlds, and now I decided to try something new for this live stream. And I was thinking, you know what? We have that Stone Jotun temple in Aska, or the Stone Jotun Arena, I should say, in Aska, and that is a humongous area, and it is, yeah, I mean, at one point you will have to defeat the Stone Jotun there to progress along in the game, but after that and before that, that location is just safe, relatively speaking. So what I want to do in this live stream, well, not only in this live stream, in the upcoming things, is build a village around the Stone Jotun Arena and see how things pan out. And Grace, you found it excellent, perfect, great to hear that you found Mackie's stream, Mackie's channel as well. So let's get started, and there's one tiny thing that I wanted to tell you guys. I play on max extended in Aska, so that means max seasons and max or max year length and max day length. On one hand, that it makes things easier because you have more time to prepare for winter and such. On the other hand, it makes food production a real challenge. Because at this moment, we talked about that earlier in the live chat with the devs as well when they were doing their stream. The max extended and the extended usage of thirst and hunger and such is at this moment in such a way that you need 4 times as more compared to the default length. So yeah, that's a challenge, shall we say. Grim, welcome in, and the Grim Wolf, thank you so much for the to-do list that you guys see here on the right on the screen. That is Grim Wolf's doing, and I am so happy that you made that for us. So we have the max extended things. I set my precipitations to 1 tick above default because that will help with the mushrooms and the eggs that are very important. And structure decay, clothing decay I've set to low because it's already a lot if you have it set to low. Difficulty, you know, I'm a casual gamer, so my invasion difficulty is set to easy. And monster density to low, that means the amount of locations of the monsters, but the monster population is set to high. So yeah, that's it. For those on YouTube, I have put the seed and the settings also in the description box, so be sure to check it out. So let's get started, and for those who don't know Aska, I have also made sure, I hope I did that right, that we get to see the intro video. So let's get started. YouTube is a bit lagging, I see. There we go. Twitch is further ahead. So let's see how things go. Grim, thank you so much for following, and Grace as well. And thank you everyone who is following. So let's see. Yeah, Grimov, you played this game like maybe like twice or maybe more. Yeah. It's so fun. I love that you guys are coming in as well. 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Yeah. I totally recognize that. Yeah. And for those who don't know, I know Grimwolf from Sir Bucky's community, and that started out as an Aska community. Since you are a total noob in this game, well, welcome. Let's go see.
The gods gave us the spark of ambition, which lit the fires of creation. They gave us a world of our own, a home. They made us builders, warriors, legends. They gave us everything. But our hubris overcame us. We thought ourselves to be gods instead. We tore apart their memory, and so we were punished. Everyone, everything cast into the fire. Yet some of us were spared. to start again.
Well, let's get into it. And there is our blue Jotun guy. Says you're a total noob in Aska. Yeah. So let's check out our surroundings. Oh, we've got a nice island here. Now what I always do at the beginning is pick out several resources. The stones. To make all the tools you need 12 small stones. I ignore the thatch at this moment because thatch is something that you can get that you need later. But the other things that we need are the sticks, and with the Seaborn Raiders update, I think we got the driftwood on the beach, which is very handy to get your early tools. And as you can see, I use a highlighting color magenta or purple because that makes it easier for me to see. Oh, yes, well, hello, Wiz. Just to check with you guys, do you also hear the sound of Aska echoing or not? Because I think I have set some settings wrong. So please let me know. Always says I always wave to the blue Jotun. Jana, welcome in, so good to see you here. And the Graham Wolf, you always chase and kick at him, yelling, get out of here, Steve. Hi Nexus. And Grim, you say sounds fine to you. Okay, perfect. Then it's just for me. I'll need to check my OBS settings later on. I think I have that not set very handily for myself. But that's fine. Now, all we need now... let me see, wait, hold it. We have 8 small stones, so that's just a tad too little. We need 12, so that I can make all the necessary tools. And I always like to make all the tools straight in the beginning. And one other thing... I mean, you can get the thatch and process that to make flax of it, or fibers of it, but it's easier to just search for the flax, because one flax plant will give you 5 fibers, so that's a lot easier. We need just a little bit more, and okay, I always pick up the berries as well, because we can use the berries for the fishing. And now where... oh, here we are. Okay, let's make all the tools. And more. There we go. I'll make the berry bait later on. We don't need that yet. And I'm going to pick up some mussels because I just realized that I forgot them. And they are very easy to have at hand as well in the beginning. So let's pick them up. Now you might notice that I leave 2 slots open in my hotbar. That is for the future smoker horn and for my future weapon, which I don't need yet because now I have my axe. Oh, and one very important thing, the 5 Jotun blood that you get for free. for which you don't need to do anything, just remember to get them from the wreck. Now, if you, for some reason, forgot it and you're on the other side of the island, you can use the unstuck option, which is here, and then you will be brought back here. So that's always something you can do. Abby, welcome in, so great to see you. Oh, it's so great to see both the UnderARock gang and the Aska gang coming here. Nexus, you say you didn't hear an echo. Perfect, that's good to hear. Jana, you don't hear an echo as well. Very good. And Grimwolf, you say, I'm probably hearing my output along with my game sounds. That is possible. Let me see what on earth I did with the sound. Oh, yes, I did that. Okay, let me know, guys, if you don't hear anymore. Any game sounds anymore. You should hear the waves, things like that. Oh, I still hear myself. Okay. Let me quickly, because it's very annoying. Okay, if I did it correctly now, I'm not hearing the game sound twice anymore. But let me know, guys, if you still hear the game sound. You should hear me picking up the stones. Now, what I always like to do is go along the coast and see if I can find some nice locations to build. And one of the important things in Aska, or at least I think these are important, and maybe Grim and Abby can, and Sis can give their experience with it as well. Jana, you say you don't hear game sounds anymore. Okay, I'm gonna see. Okay, let's see. This should... Let's see. Are you guys hearing the sound again or not? Because right now it should. Oh, Johnny, you say you hear it now. Oh, thank God. Oh, well, hello. So if you see these boys, just run from them if you don't have any weapons yet, because you won't be able to defeat them. So what was I saying? Oh, right. A few things that I find important when looking for a location to start my settlement is a lake and or a mine in the vicinity. Why a lake? Because the lake is very easy in food production. Because especially when you start in spring, and I always start in spring, the fish in the lake give you 5 fish meat per lake, and that helps. Johnny, you say the sound is very low. Grim, yeah, you don't have any experience in that? Mm-hmm. Since you say don't ask you for good spots, you have that very specific wishes for a good spot that are totally unhelpful for anyone else. Well, now you've got me curious. Now I want to know what requirements you have for a good spot. And Grim, you say you can't hear the game sounds on the Twitch side now. Okay. Let's see. If I do that, I'm having trouble with the sound at the moment. I don't know why. Okay, let me... Ooh. I'm checking the settings. Audio settings are set correctly for the Twitch, so that should go alright. I'm upping up the volume to see if you guys will now hear it better. Okay, let me know. Holy shit. Yeah, I still hear myself echoing. Or the game sounds, I should say. Now I hear them very loud. Do you guys hear the game sounds right now? Because this is way too much for me. You're not, no, Grace, you're not hearing the game sounds on Twitch. Why is that happening? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, let me see. I have... As you say, a cave, a lake, a Wulfar close by. Hold it, because now I really... Okay, this is... Okay, so now I don't hear the Aska audio through Discord anymore, but I want you guys to hear the sounds, of course, because that would help. I'm so happy that you guys are testing with me, or are willing to sit through this while I'm testing things out. The weird thing is, I'm kind of using the same settings I use in my author live stream, and I have sounds there, and I have settings. I've used the same settings, and I don't hear myself twice, and the sound go to the live stream, both to YouTube and to Twitch. So I don't understand why it's not working right now. Thanks so much, Grim. Okay, how can I... Let's go back to... Okay, do you guys hear me walking through the water right now? You hear? Oh, thank God. Thank God. I'm so happy, Grace and Grim. Did you guys say that? And Jana, you say it's all good. We are so happy that I'm live streaming. Thank you so much. And Nexus, you can hear the sounds. Grace, yay! Oh, I'm so relieved. I mean, I was really starting to doubt myself. Sis, you say a cave, a lake, a Wulfar close by, a wide open area on a hill, and overlooking the coast, preferably with both forest types nearby. that is pretty specific, but at the same time, I think it is very reasonable. Thundermaker, hello! And you're going to be a lurky lump today. Some weirdo named Mackie sent me. I think we have that weirdo in common. I recognize you from Mackie's chat. I think I saw you today as well. Thank you so much for coming by. And next she say, you're doing great. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. This is so different from my author live stream. It just takes a little time to get used to. Now what I also want to try is use a tactic that Sir Bucky also uses, and that is always be collecting. But there is one, shall we say, sort of a downside with that if you keep on collecting the flax, because the seeds of the flax will perish before the end of your first day. So that's not that good. Well, hello Wulfars. Oh, okay, so that is one of the Wulfars, and you really can't take them on yet if you are on your first day and have no weapons and such. I mean, just forget that. Now, one of the other things, right here we have it. It is always a good thing to also top off your water. Now, there are lots of water collectors around on the island, don't fear that. So, ideally, I want that Stone Jotun Arena, and ideally have a lake nearby. Usually, I mean, we just had a small place, so that's not... Usually what you will find with the Stone Jotun Arena is also a Wulfar den, active or not, that just depends. Maybe a cemetery. So yeah, that's a challenge. So let's see if we can find... And how shall I say that? I like to also check the coast, to just run around the coast, to see what else I can find, interesting locations for future builds, for example for the harbor, because that is something you will need to build as well. Did I just see an oak tree there? Yes, I did. Let's see if the oak tree has something interesting for us at hand. And then I will check in with chat again. Where's the oak tree? There it is. For those who don't... We have a double oak tree, guys. That is always good. But... Oh, there's a Wulfar den there as well. That's what I just wanted to say. My experience with oak trees is there is usually something close by that you might want to pay attention to. Like these Wulfars. So, for now, let's not go there. Wendy's Cafe, hello, welcome in. It's so great to see you here. And Abby says welcome morning to Wendy's as well. Abby's... Grace, you gotta head to a meeting, be back in a bit, see you soon. I hope you have a good meeting. Next is, you like the variety of tree types. Yeah, we in Aska we have the birch tree, the firs, the willows, the oak trees, and on the islands that you will find when you start to explore the ocean, there are other trees as well. And Jenny say the game sounds are so calming. Right, I really like that. And Wendy's Cafe is saying oak tree. Yes. North Cannon, welcome in. I think I know your face, but I have to say that I'm not sure. And Wendy's Cafe, you said yeah, those trees exactly. Says you say you had a beautiful seat once with a lake in the center of the map, Stone Jotun Arena nearby. And then there was the bear. Yeah, the bears can be an issue, yeah. And next as you say, you agree with Jenna, yeah. Aska has very nice music and game sounds, and I really love it. So these are the trees, and you can see them from a distance. If you know what to look for. I noticed the branches sticking out above the other trees, and that helps. So going back to the coast right now. To see what else we can find here. Yeah. Wisps I'm not impressed by, especially once you have the tools, then the wisps are easily to defeat. That's not a problem. The whites, that's a whole different ballgame. And the Hauger? The boss of the whites? Yeah, that's also a different ballgame. So... And now I play on a world setting that's called flat and smooth, but it's not flat as a pancake. Because that wouldn't be nice. So, as you can see, there are some height differences. But I do know that other people like to play with varied heights or with mountains and things like that. I might do that in the future with a new world at some point, maybe. But I also like this. And I started to like this especially because before the Seaborn Raiders updates, with this setting we would also have lakes really close to the ocean, as in just basically on the beach, and that was awesome. And that is one world I also still miss, because that's not gonna happen anymore with this. We do have the baddies on the beach, and I have seen large spires basically on the beach, things like that. Okay, I don't know. Oh, no, Wolfies. You can stay behind. Yeah, I'm gone already. No. I swear these Wulfars, they have a large range, although the map doesn't show that. The whites, by the way, have that same range. Oh! You guys remember that I'm looking for the Stone Jotun Arena? Well, I think we found it. And like I said, sometimes things are on the beach. This stone is part of the Stone Jotun Arena. And as you can see, there's the sea. So let's get to it. Oh, let me check with you guys. Wendy, you say you posted the seed on Bucky's Discord that has 3 lakes, usually a mine is close by one of them. Yeah, but it depends. I've also run seeds, and there I just had only 1 lake, and the mines were far away. So it really depends. Greenies, welcome in. Thank you for visiting. Sis, you gotta go, gonna lurk. Movie night is about to begin. I wish you a lot of fun with movie night. Which movie did you pick? Anjana, run, Cherry, run. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that's something I need to do. So here's the Stone Jotun Arena, and as you can see, this is a humongous area. Now, this is why you call the Stone Jotun. And of course there are smokers. These little bunny rabbits are smokers. So that's something to keep in mind. You see the Stone Jotun Arena's Oh, you see that, guys? On the map there, on the mini-map? That bluish? That's a lake. So let's check that out. So I have a Stone Jotun Arena, and I have a lake. Here we go. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this. This has enough space, from what I can see, to place a bucket load of fishing houses. And that will help so much with our food production. And Wendy, indeed, it is fairly flat, yes. It's a very nice lake, and that is, I think, one of the flattest I've seen so far. Let's see. Yeah, it's a very good lake. It only has 2 willow trees? That's not much. That's surprising, to be honest. Normally, I see them with more willow trees. Oh, there are 3. That's not much. Let me check in. It's a nice lake, Jana. Yes, exactly. Abby, you asked, did I mention my seed name? Yes. My seed name, I will show it to you guys. You see that here. It's FjaravegrWorldIsNoMore, and a sad emoji. For those who are in YouTube, you can check the description box below, because the seed is in there as well. And I will post the seed in Sir Bucky's Game Seeds channel in Discord as well, so that you guys can check it out for yourself. And my settings are in the description box below as well. So if you use my settings, you will get the same result. If you use other settings, for those who don't know, if you use other settings, then the generation of your world will be different. So that is something to keep in mind. So yeah, that's it. And Wendy and Abby, my seed is something I came up with myself, because it is a reference to a world I had to say goodbye to, because I can't use the seed from that world and get the same results, because the world was originally created before the Seaborn Raiders updates and before the fix of the mine and the lakes, and yeah, it changed drastically, so that's a shame. Okay, so let's see, because we have something to tick off. We found the Stone Jotun Arena. So that's one thing done from the checklist. Now, what I want to do is further check the surroundings. So we have the Stone Jotun Arena at one side of the lake. And let's see what else we have around the lake, because that will help determine where we can build things. Uh-oh, did I just see a large spire there? Oh yeah. Oh, how close by is that large spire? I mean, are my villagers getting in trouble? Oh yeah, that's okay. Well, I guess I have a challenge cut out for me. So let's mark it real quick and then get the hell out of here, because the jumpy boys really will kill me. So, we've got the light spire as well. Oh, that's nice! Now don't tell me we have a cemetery in the neighborhood as well, because that would be, okay, interesting. Okay, let's see. So, normally with a lake you have a relatively safe area surrounding it. But yeah, this is a tad bit different. Now, as long as there's no bear here. Okay, so this is good. Let me... Where are we? Okay. So let me run a quick... How do you call that? Perimeter run or whatever? Just to see what's here. I mean, the Wulfars, that's something that once you've got the barracks up and running, your barracks guys, once they've been trained, they can take care of those Wulfars. But Fenmore, having them in a neighborhood is good, because that will provide meat. The smokers will also provide meat, that's also very handy. So, okay, we've got safe areas. So that's a good thing. But now, where are we going to start with the village? Let's see. Do we have a nice place between the lake and the Stone Jotun Arena? Because I was thinking maybe I can make the Stone Jotun Arena a sort of a focal point, if you will. So this might be... I mean, it might be a bit too much. What do you guys think? Just build here, or maybe... When you say, hey Grim, you were wondering where you were being too quiet. And you said that Mindbug was really annoying. Everyone kept falling through the map. Yeah, and there were lakes that were just basically not there. I mean, the area was there, but there was no water and things like that, so that was really annoying. I see why the devs did that, but it wasn't the easiest. Nor can you say you love Grim's mods? Yeah, they are so awesome. If you look at here, we have the builder body, the terrain body, the longhouse extension, the dismantle body, the rotation body. I also have the... This is all from the builder body. I also have the Flights of Fancy mod, the Pups of Perpetuity mod, and I think I have another mod from Grim, but I don't know the name right now. And I have Aska I, that's here. That helps as well. And I have Echoes of the Seer, because that helps with certain terraforming things, and that's the only thing the only thing I use it for, because otherwise it's just way too overpowered. At least in my experience, for the way I play the game. Grimov, you say, so glad you were playing another game during that bug. Yeah, I can so imagine that. Jenna, you say you have to head out now. It was so nice to stop by and hang out in my live stream. Can't wait to see you next one. Thank you very much. If all goes well, I will do another live stream next week, Friday, same time, same place. So be sure to check out the channels, subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch, and then you will be notified of the next live stream. So I hope to see you there, and of course in the Discord. So, okay, let me see. we have this. You know, the fun part is you can always move things around. So I am going to place my campfire because it's time to start building things. Let's fix that one as well. When do you ask? Have I tried the brighter moonlight mod? It makes it so you aren't in a pitch black at night. I haven't, but what I do is in settings, I go to the gamma, and I've set that to 100. That's also why everything is just a tad bit lighter in my game than what you might be used to in your own game. But this way I can just still see in the dark. Because, yeah, I totally agree, without either a mod or adjusting that gamma setting, the nights are just horrendous because you will just not see anything. And I hate that. I mean, I just want to be able to see something on what I'm doing. Okay, so we have the campfire. And now we can place a shelter. Now, and only when you have placed the shelter can you build the Eye of Odin, so we need to have some basics done. And if you want to direct your villages, future villages, and you want to have an overview of what you need, you just hover with your mouse over the area, and then you say, then you press the Q, and then you can pin the recipes. And that's easy. Now, I have to be honest and say that it is very well possible that the only reason that I can build here is because of Grimm's build-a-party. I'm not sure if you can do this in a vanilla game at this specific location, because as you can see, here's one part of the Stone Jotun Arena, and here's another part. So, I mean, I'm building in between them, so it might be impossible. I don't know about that. But yeah, that's one of the things I love from Grimm's Build-A-Buddy. You can just build anywhere, and I love that. Okay, let's grab something to drink. And I totally forgot about my mussels. And the mussels, as long as they have that green bar, they will also fill up your thirst bar. So not only your hunger bar, but also the blue one, your thirst bar. So that is very easy. Now let's get started. We need long sticks. In the beginning, for those of you who don't know, in the beginning you can only cut down the young fir, and once you have a workshop, then you can make large stone axe, and then you can cut down the other firs as well. And I just realized the seeds have spoiled, and I may know why that is. Increase the oh, okay, hopefully. I mean, that was really decaying really fast. Way too fast. I don't like that. Especially with things like the berry seeds. You don't get that many berry seeds from harvesting berries, and later on also when you are farming berries. So yeah, that's something. You'll get way more flax seeds. You'll be drowning in flax seeds at some point. And I think, yeah, I can't make flax seeds. Ropes. I need more flax. Now, one thing is handy. we don't need to be afraid of the baddies coming from that way. At least not now. Let me see. We need more sticks. I also still need more flax. That's berries, we don't need that. One handy thing to know about the flax is that it will respawn. And I've noticed that it will respawn also, I think it's a certain amount of days, but I don't know the exact amount. But also after rain it will also respawn, so that's very handy. Now those Fenmars, that's handy to know for my future hunter. Okay, I think we've got enough, but we need more sticks. In the beginning of the game, getting sticks and flax, it's very important, and it's not always easy to get. Especially the sticks, that's really... I mean, that we now have the driftwood, that's very good. I really like that. But yeah, sticks in the beginning is a real issue. Early game. And then at some point, you reach that point where you think, can I just burn them all right now? Because I really don't need them anymore. When did you say you have cataracts, so it's impossible for you to see at night without that mod? Yeah, I can imagine that. Well, I have to say, with the gamma settings set to 100, it makes an enormous difference. Norcannon, you're heading out as well. Your poor villagers cannot be without you. You will see the rest later. Oh, thank you so much. And I wish you a lot of fun with your villagers. And good luck with that. And keep us posted on how things are going. And guys, if you have any questions or tips, I mean, tips, yes, that's interesting and that's welcome, but don't, how should I say that? Phrase it as a tip and not as you have to. Because I don't respond to that very well. That's just a personal thing for me. So yeah. And you may see me do things that might not be the easiest or the handiest or whatever. Yeah, I do that sometimes. But oh well, that's all part of the game. I need one more log. I almost forgot about that. And that will also give us the 2 bark that we need. Oh, we need more bark because the shelter also needs bark. Now, one big difference with a game like Valheim, if the tree falls on you, you don't die. So that's... I'm so lucky with that, because otherwise I would have unalived myself so often in this game. You wouldn't believe it. That's just, yeah. That's the game, and that's part of it. But yeah, I'm happy that gravity doesn't work like that. In this game. I'm just so happy with that. Now, I'm deliberately not yet cutting down those tree stumps, because once you do, the firewood will start to decay, and as long as you keep tree stumps, the firewood doesn't decay. So yeah, that's I like that. But at some point you have so many tree stumps that you're practically begging the woodcutters to really, for crying out loud, cut down the tree stumps. That's something that... oh, no, I don't need that. I need more bark. Sometimes things don't quite work out as planned. One of those things are the tree stumps. Now, and one tip I can give you as well is you see we've got loads of thatch here, and that's all perfect. But there's one thing: the villagers will burn basically everything they can in the fire, including all that thatch. But the thatch is something that you need. So as soon as possible, build a warehouse and build storage that can hold thatch, and gather all the thatch you can. Because after that, your thatch is safe. Because it will take a while before you can build your builder's hut. And in the builder's hut, you can arrange exactly what your villagers can burn and when the fires need to be lit, etc. So yeah, that's an important thing. We need a rain collector as well, because without having built that, we can't build the wells. Now, and as you may see, I have no natural water collector here. But I will show you a trick once this has been built. And for that, I'm also very thankful to Grimwolf, because his mod is helping me with that. Now we only need 3 more logs, but I'm going to let the villagers handle that. Now, we have a large spire. Now, here's the thing. What we can do is place the Eye of Odin somewhere here, because the baddies, the ones that come from the blood moons, they will beeline to the Eye of Odin. And if you place the Eye of Odin somewhere far away from where you want your village to be, then they will go to the Eye of Odin, they might destroy it, and your village remains safe. Now, since I have the large spire here as well, you know, I'm thinking just place the Eye of Odin somewhere here and have loads of barracks here, and then these guys can take care of both the Blood Moons and the large spire. So yeah, I'm going to check that. Welcome back, Grace. I hope your meeting was well. And Grim, yeah. Next is you ask, what would you say got me hooked on this game? In other words, what is your favorite thing about it? That's a good question. Before I started to play Aska, I played Valheim. I liked Valheim, but I missed the fact that we could have villages, that we could populate our bases. And that was something that I really missed in Valheim. I mean, at some point I had mods to get that, to get those villagers. At some point I had loads and loads of mods to make Valheim have a bit more, shall we say, content. And then I found Aska, and Aska had that villager component in it. So in Aska, I feel that you're not alone. I mean, yes, I'm playing solo, but your character is not alone in this world. There are the villages your character needs to take care of. I mean, they can be really bad villages. I mean, we all know Kyle's, so yeah, they can be really bad. But at the same time, you see things going on, you see people making food, making tools, all kinds of things, taking care of the animals. It gives that bit of extra. And that's what drew me towards Aska. And yeah, sure, Aska has things that are not ideal. We all know that. But at the same time, it does feel more alive than Valheim did. And that's what drew me in. That's what drew me to Aska. In a similar way, I'm also attracted, for example, to Voyages of Nera, where you have the quests, where you can save the spirits and things like that, and where you can have familiars. That also feels you're not alone in the world. And I feel, especially in survival games, that having some companions, having people that just go about their lives in your game, that makes your game come more to life. So yeah. Next is you say, yeah, you think it's important for the world to feel alive and not isolated. Exactly. And it's... how shall I say that? I mean, especially if you are a solo player. If you are a multiplayer, like in the past, I've played Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, you didn't need any NPCs to populate your village, because for one, there were loads of NPCs. But another is that there were so many players. I mean, it's a massive multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG, so you have loads of people there. And in survival games that you can also, that are in the basics solo games and that have multiplayer options, you're playing solo. And yes, you can play with friends, and then you're not alone. But if you play solo, then it's a whole different ballgame. And then it is, for me at least, it is a good thing to see that the world is alive. So I have to be honest, I am looking forward to seeing how Nordic Trolls does that for UnderARock, for example, because that too is a survival game, and they have already said you can have familiars, you can have pets, you can have companions, so that gives that little bit extra. But those aren't NPCs, but you do see the bad guys in the world. And as far as we know at this moment, from what the devs have told us and have not told us yet, the Neanderthalers in UnderARock, for example, they are busy doing their things. You see them in clips that the devs have posted. You see them cutting down trees. You see them working on their bases and such. So that also gives that aspect of the world being alive, albeit that your own base may only have animals and not other not NPCs. Let me put it that way. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. But it's in Valheim. I really missed that aspect, and it's that is what really drew me to Aska, and it is what keeps me coming back. Also, I mean, it's fun to see more and more. I mean, last year we just had that one island before the November update. We just had our base island where we land, and after that, or besides that, I should say, there was nothing. We could go out on the ocean to fish, but there was nothing yet. And then the Seaborn Raiders update gave us the other islands to explore, and the enemies to defeat, and the dodos to get, and the beehives now with the latest update, which also brings us challenges. By the way, from what I've heard, I don't have that experience yet. But yeah, that's those are things that keep me coming back. It brings more content. Brings more content, more the feeling that the game, that the world is really alive, and that's what I like about games like this. So yeah, that's how. Okay, let's see. We have a shelter. We have the fireplace. We can now build the Eye of Odin. But where? I'm going to check out, well, from what I see here, it's very well possible that there's a very nice area on the beach in front of that large spire. So let's head there. Let's see what it brings us. I mean, it might bring us the next possible challenge. But, you know, maybe, just maybe, it brings us a good location to place the Eye of Odin, and in the future also place a whole bucket load of barracks to take care of the large spire. So let's see. Yeah, that's the large spire. Now let's see how the beach is looking here. Well, you see, here's the thing. The best place. Oh, right. I wanted to say the best place is to make a line straight to the lake, but is this Wulfar then by any chance? Oh, that's not alive. Oh, good. Now, in Sir Bucky's channel, Discord, I saw a tactic from someone, and I think I'm going to adopt that here. They built walls around the dens. And, I mean, the guys from the barracks should be able to take care of those Wulfar dens. But, let's see. We have the large spire there. And this is... Let's just see how the coast is here. We have a small island there. I mean, this is not one of those exploring islands. There are options here. Now, what do I mean with options? You can, if you know how to do it, build into the ocean. Now, this is all not deep waters, so if you use the right tools and from the right height, you can build into the ocean. Because that large spire, it has that range, and you can get pretty close, and then the whites will start to follow you. Let's see. Because I think that's not such a handy location. What we want is basically a direct line to here. So we're in luck because this Wulfar den is not active. And it is possible that it will become active in the summer. But by then, I hope my warriors will be trained enough to take care of that Wulfar den. So that shouldn't be a problem by then. So what I'm going to do is we can use, I think, this is going to be a challenge. So, you know, a willow tree is also partially considered a magical thing. So let's place our iron in here. This way, theoretically, our villagers should be able to go to the village without going into the large spire. Now I say theoretically because the villagers will be, you know, not always that handy. They might do things that are not the wisest thing to do. Let me put it that way. We've seen that, I've seen that happening, and many other people have seen it happening as well. Our villagers are not the wisest bunch around. That we need some bark for our fire rock. Might as well pick up the flags. And sticks, because we need sticks. But one wind lying around there as the last stick. Exactly. And then we have, oh, let's mark this. Now, if you want to be sure that you can find things back again, you can put a waypoint on that. But you can only place one waypoint, so keep that in mind. The moment you place a waypoint elsewhere, then the waypoint you had earlier will be removed. So that's something why did I get oh here? So that's something to keep in mind. But as you can see, that waypoint can be easily seen, and that's very handy. Now, I'm not picking up those fallen birds' nests yet, because we don't have a forager yet. And then the eggs would simply just spoil, and I don't want that happening, because eggs are precious, people. Keep that in mind. Okay, so now we need 2 large stones. I can't cut down this one yet, because I don't have the right pickaxe for that. So what I'm going to look for, and apparently that's not an easy thing today. So, okay, I'm going to just take this one. I was looking for a small Jotun shard, but unfortunately it's not really in sight at the moment. Because these small Jotun shards and these larger ones as well, they will give you not only a large stone and a few small stones, but they will also give you Jotun blood. And you need Jotun blood to get more villages. To get villages, period. Not only more, but to get villages. Now, as you can see, we have a water collector here, and we have a water collector here. So, once we can build the well, I will definitely make these two into wells. Because your villagers, when they arrive, there are two things they always look for. One is water. You will see them immediately drinking water. And the other one is food. They arrive and they instantly want to have food. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So what I often do is, if I place my Ayabodin really far away, I will make sure that there is a well in the neighborhood. And I will place a small warehouse that has some food in it as well. Because that way your villagers can get to work immediately after that. And right now, we don't have anything yet. But we're just starting out. We're just starting out. Now, let's see, because we have now built the basics. We have built the Eye of Odin, so we're on a roll. And let's see, let's call forth our first villager. And as you see, the mussels here, they are decaying, and the berries as well. Wait, why do I only have... Oh, here's one. Wait. Hello? There we go. We have a lumberjack strength. Ooh, that's a good one actually. And a stone clumsy. So we're going for the lumberjack strength. And let's get something to drink. Now, what I do in the beginning is I have them build instantly. I mean, at first they can't do anything else because we don't have the forager hut yet, we don't have the woodcutter's hut yet, we don't have the stonecutter's hut yet. So they basically can't do anything yet besides build. But after that, we can decide what we let them do. And in this case, I usually keep them building a bit to make sure that we have things going on. Okay, let's see. So we have now what you need to keep in mind is that some buildings will have a positive effect on area desirability, and other buildings will have a negative effect. Now, one of the buildings that has a positive effect is the gatherer's hut, and one of the buildings that has a negative effect is the woodcutter's hut. And did we have... what do we have here? Do we have any bad guys here? No, we don't. Okay, so that's essentially a good thing. Now, a fun thing is also that you are not bound by the initial location that you choose, so you can always move things. Well, not literally move, but you can place a new building and then remove the old one. So let's see. Because we have both the birch trees and the firs here, I'm going to build the woodcutter's hut here. And let's put it this way, because that way we also have the logs that way. And always, before you start leveling the ground, always hit that Z key The Z key, Z key is for finding resources. And if you do that before you start leveling the ground, you can see where the resources are and you won't destroy them. Like this one here, this is far enough. This garlic is far enough away, so that's fine. We have Einar. Oh, actually, he is good at multiple things. As you can see, he has ranged combat, which makes him a very good hunter. He works at night. He prefers to work at night, but we can't let him work as a hunter yet. So I'm going to start him with wood harvesting as soon as I have the things up and running. And what I do first now, what I'm going to do first now, whatever, something like that, is make the schedules. I just have one standard schedule, and that's easy. And I mean, in the beginning it takes a little bit more time, but once I have set them all up, then I don't need to spend any time on that anymore. So what we're gonna do? The villagers don't need a lot of sleep, so you can make them work a long time, and that's very handy. Now, we're not gonna make this guy work during the day because he is not going to like that. Actually, he's gonna hate that, and his happiness will keep on going down if we were to do that. So I won't do that. I'm just making all the schedules right now. And the schedules are courtesy to Sorabaki because I'm using his schedules. Because that's just handy. And I'm using a stacked version because that way you can make sure that people don't get to the food and the wells and things like that all at the same time, because that's not handy. Now what I also do is make a full leisure. That's for the light keepers, and at this time that's not needed yet, but at the winter time it's very handy to have a few light keepers. Rest up, that's very easy in case someone has gotten hurt. Like in my other world, I had a barracks worker who apparently fought a bit too many Wulfars and her health was drastically low, so I put her on rest up and then they go to bed and their health will get better again. And I have an invasion schedule, and this is for the workers who will participate in the invasion. And what I also always do is I have the cooks and the warehouse workers start 1 hour earlier with each schedule, because that way there is already food when everybody starts. And that makes it a little bit easier. Now, in a game like Valheim, or I assume also UnderARock in the future, you don't need to do things like this, because they are not a village management game. And in other similar games, colony games, village management games, factory games. You don't necessarily need to do this either. But that's one of the fun things I think in Aska. You can play around with it, see what works and what doesn't work. And sometimes you need to adjust the default or the settings you have made, because for example you will have a villager who drinks more or who eats more or who sleeps more, and then you can adjust their schedule by putting in extra hours in the middle of their shifts, and then that way that problem is taken care of. So we have everything. Now let's put our worker on night shift, on the first night shift. And what I always do is also give them a code. In this case, he's going to be the woodworker, and he's on the first night shift. This way, when you look at your villages, here you will see he's a woodworker and a night shift, and here you see that he's also a builder. That helps to give you a handier overview instead of having to look at everyone to see who was supposed to do what. At least that helps me, let me put it that way. So where are we? We have our woodcutter here. And we might as well place the stone cutter as well. Now for the stone cutter you don't need that much room. Now these two buildings, both I will show you in a minute, because I realized that I forgot to show you guys that. If you look at their details, you'll see they have a vitality of 200, well that's excellent, but they also have an area desirability, in this case the woodcutter's pit. Oh, did I now place a woodcutter's pit? No, that's the stone cutter. Okay, my apologies, I confused myself. The woodcutter's pit has an area desirability of -10, so if you place that near a cottage or a shelter or whatever, that will bring down the satisfaction of your villagers. The stone cutter, same thing. The gatherer's hut, however, has an area desirability of 5, so that is very handy. The tavern pit has an area desirability of 12, so that's very handy. So what we're gonna do is place a gatherer's hut pit. My apologies. And I'm also always fighting the builders early in the game. So we have the barbecue. Now, nowadays, with the tavern pits, we have the barbecue. We need the barbecue, because even though the tavern pit, I'm going to place it right now, the tavern pit does have a campfire. But it will only provide warmth. It won't provide a barbecue. So that's just not handy. So that's the barbecue, that's the tavern pit, and we're going to place... let me think. Oh, it really doesn't matter. Let's place the gatherer's hut next to it. Gatherer's pits. I keep saying it hard, but I... There we go. Now you see, the Stone Jotun Arena has no resources. So you look and okay, that's popping up, but that's it. You see nothing popping up that's pink. So you need to go into the forest and then you see the first things popping up. So that's something to keep in mind when you build near or on the Stone Jotun Arena. So we'll see how things go, because, you know, it might be a challenge. Let me see, there's one thing we're missing. This one is pinned. Oh, I forgot to pin this one. Okay, now, we can make rope. That's just a little bit. There we go. So I will cut down a few young birds so that our villager can work. There are times when the villagers just don't progress with what they were doing. Don't ask me why, I haven't figured it out yet. You see, the terraforming process is... well, okay, it's going extremely slow. But I guess it is going at least. Oh, and I need to make, okay, if you eat the mussels now that they're, red, yeah, that's not gonna help you. You're gonna get sick. I mean, it won't kill you, but it's not healthy. Okay, we can't cut that one down, but we can cut this one down. There we go. Now you don't want to cut down too many trees because everything that's lying on the ground will decay. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. See, now he's working on the building progress instead of completing the terraforming process. And I know that is somewhere in their makeup that they do this, because at some point you will be able to build the builder's hut, and then you will see that they do this because they are programmed to do it this way. And only when you have the builder's hut can you adjust that. So I'll finish this by myself. Oh, and I will show you one last thing that I promised you guys, and after that I think it's time to finish things up. This one needs to use the terraforming as well. Oh, he hasn't done this one yet. Oh, I wanted to show you something, but I can't yet. Okay, let me help our villager with a few things. Okay, now what I do with the woodcutter, because we don't have the builder's hut yet, is blacklist everyone. Just remove everyone from the whitelist. Because if you put thatch in the storage and you haven't removed everyone from the whitelist, then they will start burning the thatch and the sticks, for that matter. They will also do that, which of course is not handy. Now let's see, because I wanted to tell you about those wells. But for that, I first need to finish that rain collector. And I thought that our villager had already done that. But apparently I accidentally unticked the rain collector. So, here we go. And Grimwolf, you say you agree with Cupcake. You hope Enshrouded eventually gives their villages more autonomy. Yeah, that would be awesome. Because Enshrouded indeed has those villages. That gives more immersion, that makes your world feel more alive. But indeed, them doing things without you asking them would be a great thing. Yeah. Okay, so we have built the rain collector. But what we also need is a well, because the rain collector can hold 10 resources, I think. The fact that I don't know that shows you how often I keep those rain collectors. I don't. So what do? We need a well. Yeah, okay. But as you can see, as I showed earlier, there is nothing here. So the closest, I think, is somewhere... Here's a well hidden. A natural well collector. Natural water collector. But... with the builder buddy, thank you very much, Brimwolf, we can now build the well anywhere we like. So what I always do is build it close to where we need them. Now in this case, this is the tavern pit, which in hindsight I might not have placed in the easiest location, but you know, we'll see how that goes. So we have the gatherer's hut here, so I will place a cooking hut later on over there. Or two or more. But I will place one well here and one on the other side, because these pits can hold 12 or 18 people. Oh, and one tip, if you don't know that yet, if you press L, it will take you, it will give you the last building that you placed. So in this case, the well. And Grimwolf, you say, yeah, they walk around and look at stuff, but they kind of feel mindless. Yeah, exactly, and that's just too bad. Grimwolf, what is crazy? Wells anywhere, madness. Exactly, and I absolutely love that, and I will show you later on. That will be that will be in several episodes. How I do that for the farms and for the cooking huts and things like that, because it makes your life so much easier. Oh, I think I need a drink. Okay, well, with that said and with that explained, I think we have done quite a lot of our... We have finished the checklist, our to-do list for today. So that's excellent. Let's see. We found the Stone Jotun Arena. I mean, there it is. We built the basics. I mean, we have the shelter, we have the campfire, the rainwater collector, the barbecue, the fire cover. We even have the woodcutter already, and stone cutter, from what I can see, is also complete. So yeah, we're doing good. And we built the Eye of Odin, obviously, because otherwise we couldn't have a villager. And we've called the first villager. So I say our job is done for today. Thank you all for joining in the chat and as a viewer. I highly appreciate you all being here. It was fun to do this. I have to say, I'm looking forward to doing this next week again. Nexus, thank you very much with your nice job. I'm so happy that you guys liked it. Despite the earlier technical issues, shall we say, it's all solved right now. Oh, I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy it all works. And oh my, it's already dark outside. It's really dark, which means that it's almost 10 p.m. here. I have a dog that I need to walk, as in literally. So that's something I need to go do. And Abby is super happy for you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you all that all of you joined in and watched and participated in the chat. I love that. And like I said, if you have any tips in the future, just let me know. I mean, if there are lots of things I don't know also, so yeah, sharing our experiences is always so welcome, and it's highly appreciated. Now this is also a very good spot. Sometimes I use things like this to look out for the smokers, but in this case the smokers I expect won't come here. We'll see how that goes in the future, but that's something for a different episode. So thank you all for coming, and I will see you in the next one. And thank you, Nexus. Bye bye. I wish you all a wonderful day, evening, night, afternoon, anything. And I will see you next week, Friday again. Until then, I wish you a wonderful time filled with creativity and magic. And may you have a lot of fun in all your games. Bye bye.